Hello Sujit, hi. Let's get started in couple of minutes, beta. Let's wait for a few more people to join in. Hello Meher, how are you? Let me share my screen. Okay. Okay. Hi Harsh. So last week I was not able to come live on YouTube because of some personal commitments. I was out with my friends. So this week we will have a nice session. Hi Kushwan. This week we will have a nice session. I will cover a few more, means not just a couple of charts, but few more charts. So let's before getting started. So abhi before going into any new analysis, we will look at our track record. Whatever I have been sharing since last. अभी मुझे कितना time हुआ YouTube पे live आके? I think 2 months हो गए शायद. Yes. So if we सी कि मैंने क्या क्या अब तक कंटेंट शेयर किया था तो आई थिंक यूट्यूब वीडियोस में आई थिंक आई हैड शेयर्ड द एनालिसिस ऑफ थ्री stocks and then we had lots of sessions talking about analysis on Nifty 50 Bank Nifty that too we will be covering and then I had done a small master class on Elliott Wave chart labeling. In this I had discussed analysis on Axis Bank. So we will see our track record so far. First, we will get on to these videos. So Bajaj Finance. So in the month of October, I had posted Bajaj Finance. You guys can check out the videos. If you haven't seen any of these videos, you can always check out the videos. You can see my track record and the precision with which my analysis goes. And no, Varun, you are not late. You are at the right time. So initially, we will be checking some of the stocks which I had shared earlier. Bajaj Finance. Let's go into Bajaj Finance का analysis. And मैंने I think in the month of October somewhere over here किधर somewhere over here I had shared कि अभी last leg up to 1200 अरे 1100 something I had said and it went there. It came down in my Telegram subscription channel also. I had been sharing that Bajaj Finance has topped out since a very long time in the month of October. This was the time when I had started seeing ki stocks like HDFC Bank, Bajaj Finance, and lots of other nifty moving stocks, major nifty moving stocks had started topping out. And that was the time when that was a major alert एंड मेजर रेड फ्लैग कि हाँ अभी तो निफ्टी मतलब थोड़ा बहुत सबको फूल करने के लिए इधर उधर घूमेगा बट अल्टीमेटली नाउ द मार्केट इज अबाउट टू कम डाउन एंड दैट वाज द टाइम कि आई थिंक मिड नवंबर एंड ऑफ नवंबर आई बिकेम लिक्विड और मैंने अपना मतलब मार्केट से मेजर जो कुछ पैसा था जो मतलब मेजर बंच ऑफ मनी आई एम डूइंग इन इक्विटीज एंड देन आई डू एफएनओ ट्रेडिंग के लिए मैं छोटा एक अमाउंट रखता हूँ तो जो मेजर जो अमाउंट था वो मैंने मार्केट से निकाल दिया एंड दैट प्रूव्ड आउट टू बी अ ब्रिलियंट डिसीजन एंड ऑफ कोर्स इट वाज अ ड्रेनिंग जर्नी मतलब इन द मंथ ऑफ दिसंबर मतलब जो कुछ न्यूज में घूम रहा था ट्रेड डील के बारे में चल रहा था कुछ लोग बजट रैली के बारे में स्पेकुलेट कर रहे थे दैट वाज अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट टाइम टू स्टिक विद द एनालिसिस कि नहीं और मार्केट जा रहा था ऊपर जा रहा था 26,000 क्रॉस कर दिया न्यू ऑल टाइम हाई बनाया बट उस टाइम पे हैविंग द पेशेंस एंड द कॉन्फिडेंस कि नहीं मेरा एनालिसिस सही है उस टाइम पे द डिसीजन मेकिंग इज व्हाट इज की अल्टीमेटली ट्रेडिंग में सक्सेस लेने के लिए योर डिसीजन मेकिंग शुड बी स्पॉट ऑन so that was the time he even the emotionally it was quite draining to me as well मतलब stock market is मतलब कोई भी normal ordinary job करेंगे उससे 100 times ज्यादा stressful है तो अल्टीमेटली यहाँ पे आया एंड देन आई थिंक इन द प्रीवियस couple of weeks ago the session we had in that session also I had shared this chart ki Bajaj Finance has bottomed out and now it is moving up. Most likely it will cross 1500. Now let's see. I am not saying that it's a buy or sell recommendation. Do your risk assessment and keep the risk in mind. This could be the stop loss. Now the stop loss is far below, means 900. So it is almost 40% का नीचे stop loss रहेगा. So now be careful because the stop loss is, if you want to capture a big move up, then your stop loss is also going to be a little tricky. Now another stock which was the second stock. The second stock was Tata Steel. Tata Steel, I had clearly mentioned that 16th March could be most likely the low. Means the bottom has formed. The bottom has formed in Tata Steel and the Tata Steel is moving up in a impulsive manner. Wave 3 impulse. So if we see 16th March is the exact bottom and the stock 16th March को मैंने वीडियो डाला था. So it was trading in 180s or something like that. Now it is about 200. So and Tata Steel, actually in our Telegram subscription group we were trading Tata Steel in options as well. It was a brilliant trade. I think पैसा डबल हो गया था टाटा स्टील के ट्रेड में. I had bought one lot and that one lot ka I think I had entered on here only somewhere near 182 183 I entered and then I made an exit somewhere over here. I think 196 no, some this 196 candle 196 197 pe I made an exit. So mera Tata Steel mein I made good money in options and the chart is also respecting my wave count. I think I had also shared the internals of this wave in the one of the sessions. Next, coming to our next analysis is ExxonMobil. So if somebody is trading in the US market, somebody is trading in the S&P 500, ExxonMobil was a brilliant trade. If you guys remember, and ExxonMobil was the company in which I was working previously, so it is quite dear to me. And an analysis, when I am sharing an analysis for ExxonMobil, I need to make sure that the analysis is quite accurate. So ExxonMobil का stock का analysis मैंने share किया था. I think when did I share? I shared it on 22nd March. So I had shared it somewhere over here. Somewhere over here. Yeah, somewhere over here. And I had said that the top will form between, means the wave 5 has started and the top will form between 175 to 185 and the stock reached somewhere around 177, 176, 177 exact. मतलब जिस रेंज में मैंने बोला था उसी रेंज तक एक्सॉन मोबिल गया एंड देन शार्प डिक्लाइन. मतलब जहां से स्टार्ट किया था वहां वहीं पे वापस आ गया एंड देन नाउ दिस डिक्लाइन वुड बी quite intense. I am expecting Exxon Mobil to come down somewhere up to 120, 100 to 120 के बीच में आना चाहिए. Okay, well and good. And an interesting means हमने जो सबसे ज्यादा टाइम हमने स्पेंड किया था वो था I think एक्सिस बैंक के ऊपर. We had spent a lot of time. Where is the chart labeling masterclass? I think yes, it was 2 months ago. I had shared a detailed, right from the 0 point up to the end point. I had shared the analysis on Axis Bank. So that analysis I will open, and now you can see the brilliance of this analysis. I think 2 months ago I had shared the analysis somewhere over here, right? Somewhere over here. That time मैंने clearly बोला था कि ये अभी थोड़ा सा इधर उधर करेगा. अभी तो टॉप बन गया है, ऑलमोस्ट टॉप बन गया है. Max to max ये 1400 तक जाएगा. But after 1400 we will see a 20% decline. If you guys remember my words, 15 to 20% decline I had said, and the level I had said was 1400. The stock reached 1419, and then since then a sharp wave to correction coming down up to 1150. And मैंने मतलब it was not a buy or sell recommendation, but it was from my side. The analysis said that the accumulation zone would be 1150 to 1200. So exactly 1152 the correction ended. So this is the precision up to which the my wave counts are working. मतलब जो there are hundreds or thousands of Elliotticians in the market. Most of them are fake. So unka analysis and my analysis, now if you compare, it is a major eye opener. Since whatever charts I have shared, and the key thing is I am not sharing hundreds of charts every day. तो जो लोग वो hundreds of charts every day share करते हैं उनका ultimately purpose होता है कि हाँ मतलब 100 में से अगर 10-20 भी अगर वर्क कर देते हैं तो वो they will brag on it. they will keep sharing them and repeating them कि हाँ मैंने बोला था ना, देखा मैंने बोला था ना, और बाकी के जो है they will just ignore, and most of them do not work. मतलब कितने लोग क्लेम करते हैं एवरी डे कि इंपल्स चालू होगा, इंपल्स चालू होगा, इंपल्स चालू होगा, कभी इंपल्स चालू होता है क्या? ऐसे रेयर केसेस में इंपल्स वेव चालू होता है. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम मार्केट इज इन करेक्टिव फेसेस. सो इफ वी सी कि यहाँ से लेके 2020 से लेके अब तक कितना टाइम मार्केट करेक्शन में मूव किया और कितना टाइम मार्केट इंपल्सेस में मूव किया. Hardly 30% of the time market moves up in impulse waves. 70% of the time market moves in corrective waves. And if you see all the social media Elliott Wave frauds or Elliott Wave experts, what they assume to be, they will be projecting impulse wave every time. Every single pullback they will start to claim कि नहीं अभी इसके बाद impulse wave चालू होगा. तो वैसा नहीं होता है. Ultimately, identifying such impulses at the exact bottoms is art which is मतलब rarest of the rarest. And तो अभी ये अपना मतलब रिकैप हो गया. मैंने अब तक जो कुछ शेयर किया था उसका जेन्युइनिटी एंड उसका प्रिसिशन, वी सॉ इट. I think it was quite evident. It was quite genuine. You guys have been, most of the guys have been joining my YouTube live session since some time. And now we will come back to our Nifty ka view. And Nifty ka view was also pinpoint. I mean, it was a brilliant analysis. The analysis is going very well. And let me open up my view account. So ultimately this correction was like this. कि यहाँ पे मतलब 16th March को it completed a flat correction. It was A, B and C. The flat completed over here. This was the point when I started to become bullish. So I was expecting this to be the exact bottom, but the market moved up in an X wave. This X wave was also quite tricky. It seemed like it was an impulsive rise. So I was quite convinced that the market is moving up now in the D wave, but that's how it is. Sometimes the unpredictability of the market cannot be always judged before. So it unfolded into another corrective leg down, but it did not change my what do you say, conviction. I was still quite bullish. This was means during this was the time when I started to actually buy. मतलब जब भी बड़ा फॉल आ रहा था, I was averaging, I was accumulating, and this was the time when most of my Telegram subscribers actually we made very good decisions, buying decisions. And right now, I think people who traded this move, there were a few people like Deepak Jain. He is the topper from my Telegram subscription batch. So in this last 1 week, he made 9 lakh rupees. Again, I will stick to this that I do not give buy or sell recommendation. I am not a SEBI registered analyst, but I share my analysis. So based on the charts which I share, it is your individual or personal decision to trade. And based on the trades which he took from the charts I shared, he was able to make 9 lakhs in FNO in a single week. And I was very happy after the way he traded. Even I made good money. I think I was able to 3 times or 4 times, between 3 to 4 times I was able to quadruple my capital. So the trades went really well. The conviction was already there, means I was very much confident कि अभी bottom बन गया है. And now this market has started to move up. And if you guys also follow my Twitter, so in my Twitter account also on 7th April, I think so, if I'm not wrong, 7th April is somewhere over here. I had again shared a very valuable post saying that this is the base formation. Usually market forms means this portion. If I highlight this portion, this is the portion which we can say is an accumulation zone. If we see Wyckoff theory, there is accumulation, distribution, it's a Wyckoff cycle. So this was the actual accumulation zone, and this accumulation zone we can call it as the base formation for Nifty. And that was the time on 7th April. If you see my tweet, you will see that I had mentioned this, that right now the base formation is going on, and as soon as this base formation completes, we get a strong markup phase. This is the marking up phase. So what could happen in the coming time? What our Elliott Wave is suggesting, what is likely to happen in the next couple of months or next 3 to 4 months, is that I am seeing a movement something similar to like this. Somewhere below 25,000 or up to 25,000, there will be an impulsive strong rise. Then we will see some sideways action. Maybe it might be like this, something like this, and then we could see another rise. And then the final target for Nifty, I am seeing it to be at around 26,000. So interesting things now. If we need to discuss, I will tell you some more insights. I saw a couple of posts on Twitter posted by totally amateurs. They don't understand anything about financial markets. They don't understand anything about technicals, or even they do not have any experience of it. So there was a post, very interesting post I saw, that on this day, here, exactly at this point, on 30th March, somewhere around here, Goldman Sachs downgraded Nifty. excuse, excuse me. Wait, Kushwant is writing, came here specifically after seeing your post about discussing gold in today's YouTube live. Can we get an insight into the current wave counts? Okay, I will open gold chart as well. So I was talking about this very interesting post. Today I saw a post in which one of the amateurs was posting that exactly at this point on 30th March, Goldman Sachs downgraded Nifty, and that was the time when Nifty formed the bottom and began to climb. That is not the case. Downgrading does not mean becoming bearish. What did Goldman Sachs? I follow the news. I have subscription in Economic Times as well, and I read the newspaper. I follow every single news, and I use that news to my advantage. What did Goldman Sachs actually post, or what did that downgrade report or downgrading rating mean? They actually posted that previously they had posted Nifty target to be at 27,000, 28,000. I don't exactly remember the previous report's exact target, but from that target they downgraded Nifty's target to 26,100, 200, something over here. So was that downgrade report rating a bearish sign for the market? Was it a negative report? No, it was not a negative report. It was a positive report. It was just an anticipation of the pattern which I am trying to actually highlight to you guys well in advance when the market was somewhere over here. That time itself I was trying to guide you guys that it's forming an A, B, C, D, E triangle. So actually Goldman Sachs is well ahead of all these idiotic traders who don't know anything about financial markets, who don't know anything about technical analysis. So Goldman Sachs rating of downgrading Nifty is a very thoughtful report which they published. What they mean is that Nifty will most likely head towards somewhere over here, forming the D wave, which I have been labeling since last 1 year, and then from here the market is again likely to correct. That will be the E wave. So people who might be having this illusion in mind that this could be A, B, and C, and this is a flat correction. So that is wrong. This entire move down wasn't an impulsive leg down. This was a corrective leg down, and this is a 3-3-3 wave pattern. And this pattern has clearly ended below above A. This was the A, and this C wave has clearly completed above A. So this is a very strong hint suggesting that the market is forming a triangle. This will most likely be an ascending triangle or a contracting triangle. I don't know. This can be a running triangle as well. We need to be prepared. We need to understand the internals of this wave count and act upon it. That is the best we can do. Right now, we know that the market is heading towards 26,000. Now, how long it will take, time will tell us. No need to speculate. But right now, it's like if I were to be a trader, my trading decisions would be that I will not short this market. Whatever trades, of course, I will not buy when the market is means 500 points last 1 week में अगर ऊपर चला गया, then I will press the buy button or then I will buy, that might be not be the right decision. But on dips, whenever there is a pullback, you don't short the market, you long the market. That is the understanding I have based on whatever Elliott Wave I have studied and based on whatever trades I have been taking since several years. So when the market is going up, you ride the trend. When the market is going down, you ride the trend. Don't try to fight with the trend. अभी छोटा मोटा pullback के लिए don't short the market. You might see such advices from people over the social media and all. So be vigilant, be careful. This is not the market to short anymore. And coming back to our gold ka. So my view is quite clear, right? Whatever I had to share, you have understood it. I hope you understood it. So most likely, see, gold ka abhi, this is the detailed wave count. So यहाँ पे 5 बना. This was a major 3 and A B C down चालू है. So most likely I am seeing कि the, if I were to label this impulse move, 1, this is most likely. Array. This is the most likely possibility I am seeing in gold. So this was a wave 4 rise, and we might see gold coming down. This is my view. Again, this is, I keep on repeating this again and again. This is not a buy or sell recommendation, and always keep the risk in mind. So over here we have a good risk reward, by the way, because to label this move, our 4 should not go beyond 158,000, 158,700, beyond this one. So keeping this as a stop loss, it is possible to ride the move down. Of course, it's your trading decision is yours. Pulling the triggers is your decision. But this is what I am seeing based on Elliott Wave. I am seeing that gold is most likely to come down. Again, I am repeating, I am not a SEBI registered analysis. I should never be giving any buy or sell recommendations. So ultimately, trading decision is yours. But based on whatever Elliott Wave ka educational content, if I were to share it to you guys, I would share it this way. So this was the 5th wave, and looks like a very clear wave count. Is it okay, Kushman? I think there was one more guy who had asked me regarding this gold. The reason 5th wave often goes. हाँ, so this is actually 5th wave only. ये पूरा जो चल रहा है वो wave 5th है, बड़े wave 5th है, और उसका भी जो पूरा जो 5th बना है, that is of उसके भी higher का 3rd. मुझे नहीं, I don't want to give complete wave count, मैं नहीं दूंगा. मतलब you can join my Telegram subscription if you want this full wave count. Anything else? So I think today we covered lots of stocks, right? मेरे previous जो stocks मैंने share किए थे वो भी मैंने cover किए. We saw Nifty, we saw Bank Nifty also, मतलब similar view है. Nifty और Bank Nifty right now are moving in line. So we saw the product picture of the of our markets. We saw gold as well. Gold also, I think I showed you a detailed wave count. Is it okay? I think today we went in much more details than usually we do. As Reliance completed its E-wave, it should complete soon. I think Varun has some buying in Reliance. Every time he is concerned about Reliance. Yes, most likely it might be complete. See, apna, it should not go below this. That is all I can say. Finding the exact endpoint in a triangle ka E wave is very difficult, very challenging, and I don't do that. I don't take trades based on exact endpoints in E wave. E wave is difficult. Ultimately, it will not go below this. This is our C. This was the D, and this is E. Open it. This is C. So for an ascending triangle or a contracting triangle, the E wave does not go below C. Priority na, so why you are just okay? It's a good stock. Reliance is a good stock. It has been consolidating since a long time. So ultimately, once this triangle completes, it will generate a really good move. So the Reliance which you have kept in priority is a good stock to keep it in your radar. But अभी दूसरे स्टॉक्स में कितने अच्छे अच्छे स्टॉक्स में एंट्री पॉइंट्स हैं, मतलब एंट्री पॉइंट्स चले गए अभी, मतलब I think 16th March को जो मैंने पोस्ट डाला था, the day I turned bullish, that was the actual time to actually start buying. And one of the key stocks was Tata Steel, Axis Bank, Tata Steel. I personally did buying in these. I did buying exactly on 16th March in Axis Bank, in Tata Steel, ITC. ITC I bought it mainly for what do you say, dividend. It's a good dividend giver stock. That's why, and it provides good stability during corrective phases. So if my analysis goes wrong, then ITC, FMCG sector stocks play well during the market corrections. Give a good risk reward cushion. So these were the things I did. Ultimately proved out to be a good decision. Ultimately, पैसा बनना चाहिए यार. Just doing analysis will leave you nowhere. It's useless. Ultimately, based on your analysis, you should become a successful trader. You should be able to trade your analysis. That is the ultimate purpose of Elliott Wave. कोई भी टेक्निक ले लो. Ultimately, you should be able to make money out of it. तभी उस analysis का कोई meaning. Okay, I think I have covered plenty of stocks, plenty of charts. Gold, crucial view, I have covered. Most likely it should come down. And I have given what could be the likely stop losses for gold as well as for Reliance, Nifty, everything. Is it okay? You can share your feedbacks in the comment section if you enjoyed today's session or not. And we will see each other on next Friday. So hope you guys found today's session insightful, as well as it was hopefully a good educational learning as well. According to you, any specific sector to watch out for? Banking sector and IT sector. Two sectors to keep a good watch on. Okay, that's it from my side. So let's wrap it up. See you in the next weekend. Bye bye.